Hey, what is up guys? Jay Burton here, and today I want to talk about Destruction Warlock PvP in patch 7.0.3. I want to make this quick because this isn't my main PvP guide for Destruction because we don't have our artifact weapon or our PvP honor talents. And also, if you hear humming, that is my air conditioner. It's hot as hell outside. I do apologize. Okay, so Destruction. We're going to make this quick. It is a lot different now than what it was in WOD. Well, this is the version I play with. And I did not come up with this version. I did not make this. There's a couple people I saw way back when PTR of Legion just started of the Shadowburn build, where you just don't even use Chaos Bolt. You take Chaos Bolt off your bars. I love that idea. And it's a lot of fun. So Shadowburn, it's an instant cast, and you don't have to wait till the target is at 20% health. You can use it whenever now. That's a great change. Some of the other changes to the Destruction Warlock, there's not a whole lot. Like, Demonology and Affliction, they got big changes. Destruction, not so much. But the Mastery is a big deal. Your spells deal a random amount of damage, well, additional damage, up to 63%. That's a lot of RNG. And then you have a damage reduction up to 14%. Pretty cool. I like this mechanic. I know a lot of people are actually complaining about it because RNG doesn't really equal consistency. One could argue, oh, I lost that arena because I had such terrible RNG. Well, okay, people are always going to complain about RNG no matter what class you are. But anyway, so that's the changes. Not much. You still have your havoc, immolate, conflagrate, incinerate. Pretty similar. Can't even speak English. Okay, so let's go to the talent tree here for this Shadowburn build. So in the top tier, we're just going to take Shadowburn. Backdraft, that's for Incinerate, and Chaos Bolt, we don't care. Roaring Blaze, it's pretty much PvE, don't care. Shadowburn, as I said, costs 1 soul shard. Hit a target, instant cast, do some pretty good damage. And heck, if you kill him within 5 seconds, you got 2 soul shards back. Yeah, not bad. In the 30 tier, Reverse Entropy is more Chaos Bolt, we don't care. Cataclysm is still terrible, just like it was in WOD, don't care. Mana Tap. Consume 25% of your mana to do 10% additional damage for 20 seconds. Not exactly amazing, but it goes well with our build for Shadowburn spam. Demon Skin. This is required no matter what Warlock spec you are. It's so good. I feel like this needs to get nerfed. I mean, I don't mind if it doesn't, but I think it's a little overpowered. In the 60 tier, Eradication is Chaos Bolt, don't care. Fire and Brimstone, Incinerate, don't care. Soul Harvest. 2-minute cooldown, increase the damage of you and your pet's damage by 20%. This is our little burst setup. It goes well with our Shadowburn spam. 75 tier. I just like Dark Pact. I enjoy the big shield. 1-minute cooldowns. It's the same as it was in WOD. It's still a great ability. You could use Demonic Circle. I'm sad I no longer passively have Demonic Circle now, but I don't miss it that much to where I want to give up Dark Pact. That's up to you. And the 90 tier? Okay, I need to talk about this for a second. Grimoire of Supremacy, I see a lot of people running around with Doom Guards and Infernals. They're kind of bad. A lot of people use them though. Doom Guard, don't get me wrong, when he can stand still and free cast on a target who is not LOSing, yes, he does really good damage. And yes, he has an interrupt. Is that going to happen in the ideal PvP situation? No. You want him to interrupt a healer, right? Good chance a healer is by a pole. And your Doom Guard is not an LOS. And he's pretty far away, because he's a caster. He doesn't get up in people's faces like a Felpup does, which is nice. He stays really far away, and the positioning is just so jacked for trying to get an interrupt. Also, I had an arena match. It was a 2v2, but it came down to me versus a Windwalker monk, and it was the most annoying thing in the world. I no longer have a slow or a stun as a Destruction Warlock. Well, okay, I could have Spectre Shadow Fury, but no, not doing that. So anyways, I had a Doom Guard, right? And we were on the Dalaran sewers, so there's boxes, and the monk was running around them, and my Doom Guard's like, okay, time to cast my Doom Bolt. Monk LOSs. He's like, oh crap. He moves around. Time to cast my Doom Bolt. He LOSs. He didn't get a single Doom Bolt off in the it was like a 5-minute 1v1. I don't like Doom Guard. He does great damage. He's just too easy to LOS, including LOS to counterspell, which is bad. I enjoy the Felp Up. Now, Grimoire Service. They buffed this. It used to just give you a second pet, and he'll use his ability automatically at the start, and it was a 2-minute cooldown. Now, it's a 1.5-minute cooldown, and that pet does double the damage. I'm going to repeat that one more time. That pet you summon with Grimoire Service does double the damage. That's really good. That also goes well with Soul Harvest. Whenever we're doing our big burst, pop your Grimoire Service, so you get that extra pet doing double damage. Boom. Soul Harvest. 20% increased damage for you and your pets. Boom. It works out pretty well. Grimoire Sacrifice, they changed this so much and it's just absolutely terrible. I wish they would just either rework it or get rid of it. It's so terrible. Okay, in the 100 tier, Soul Conduit is a must. Every Soul Shard you spend, 20% chance to be refunded. I had an instance where I was versing Rep Pally. I mean, this is a very RNG low chance, but I had it refund 5 times in a row. I went Shadowburn, 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 and just non-stop. Really cool. Now, yes, you have that RNG plus your Mastery RNG, remember? Chance to deal up to 2% increased damage. It's a lot of RNG, not much consistency. But guys, this spec is so fun. So here's the playstyle. You get your Immolates up. So remember, Immolate, 15% chance to generate a Soul Shard. And the dot, they buffed up the dot damage. It's actually pretty decent. 33k over 18 seconds. I mean, I'm not saying it's amazing, but it's better than what it was in WOD. So you got Immolates going. Now we're going to Conflagrate, because remember, Conflagrate generates a Soul Shard. You get 2 charges. 10-second cooldown is not bad. So ideally, you want to have at least a couple of Soul Shards, roughly around 3, I would say. Then it's time to actually start doing some burst. So you're going to mana tap. So you're doing 10% increased damage for 20 seconds. Then you're going to pop your Felp Up. So you got a second Felp Up out, who's doing double damage. Then you're going to pop your Soul Harvest. So now you're doing 20% more damage, meaning your Shadowburn's going to do 20% more damage. And then your Felp Ups, including the one doing double damage, they're going to do 20% more damage. Then you're going to pop your Havoc. The reason why I wait so late to pop Havoc, it only lasts 8 seconds. And you don't want to get dispelled either. So you at least want the Shadowburns to go with the Havoc. So then you pop Havoc on some other target. And then just Shadowburn, Shadowburn, Shadowburn. And hope to get some nice refunds. It happens more than you think. Shadowburn, Shadowburn. You should have some Conflagrates up by then. More Shadowburns. Make sure your Immolates are up. Drop Fears whenever you're not Immolating, Conflagrating, or Shadowburning. That's pretty much the whole rotation. I don't even know if I've used Incinerate in my past like 10 skirmishes. Because between Immolating, Conflagrating, and Shadowburning, and Fearing, well, you don't have much downtime. It really is a fun build, guys. I recommend you try it out. I know some people are going to disagree with my setup. This isn't really my setup. Now, the build that I looked at way back when PTR first came out for Legion is a lot different now because a lot of the skills and abilities changed. For example, Soul Harvest. The original build involved Soul Harvest giving you 5 Soul Shards on a 2-minute cooldown. So you could Shadowburn like crazy while still getting some refunded. And when you run out, then you Soul Harvest back up to 5. Shadowburn like crazy, still get some refunded. It got nerfed. I completely understand. But it's still a viable, fun build. Alright guys, thanks for watching.